a leader from the root word, which means to lead. So just like from the battles before, he should be on the ground with the people, but it doesn't mean that he should be in danger. So that's where one factor of a leader comes in, which is moral influence. So it makes the people and the leader work in harmony for the final goal without fear of any difficulty.
Next question. In your own words, kindly define leadership.
So leadership, well, it's a process, or in other words, a journey. So it takes ordinary people to cooperate for a common task towards a goal of extraordinary things. So just like the story of Moses when he leads the Israelites from slavery to the promised land.
Okay. Third question. What are the qualities that you possess that help you in performing your job as a leader?
So first and foremost, I would like to say that I love my job. So I believe that I'm where I'm supposed to be. So from there comes the qualities, which is commitment and good attitude or positive attitude, which means that I can go the extra mile doing my job and believe that I can do it.
Okay. Fourth question. What do you think are the motivations that a leader needs?
For the motivation, so first you should be self-motivated, and you can add some team motivation or goal or recognition motivation. And to balance things, you can also add control or authority motivation.
Okay. Being our leader, our administrator, what motivations will you use or what motivations will help you perform your job?
Okay. So for me, number one is yung self-motivation, but add a little of team motivation. And as a last result, I can do also yung control or authoritative motivation.
Do you think critical thinking skills are helpful in decision
Yes,
making?
definitely.
Why do you think so?
Well, it helps in identification of biases or prejudice or propaganda or misinformation, which really affects your decision making. Just like in the field of medicine, there's such a thing called evidence-based guidelines, which help us in managing patients.
How do you apply critical thinking in making decisions?
For the application, I'll give you an example. So recently we had a change in schedule of nurses. So each nurse was given a particular school. So what I did is I gather data and eventually interpret them. For example, the population of the school and also its location. And eventually, I parang called a meeting to resolve my biases. So I asked everyone for their opinion, and eventually a final schedule was done.
Okay, let's proceed with question number 8. Decision making is a vital process in administration. What are the factors you consider when making decisions?
Okay, for the factors, so I check my knowledge about the data concerning that decision making and what I feel about that data. And finally, of course, I ask God for guidance. And just to add, as a cosine or Rotarian, the four-way test comes in handy.
Okay. What techniques or strategies do you use when you make decisions?
Okay, strategies. I weigh in the positive and negative, the pros and cons, the strengths and weaknesses, and the opportunities and threats.
Okay. Conflicts are inevitable in an institution.
Okay.
In case that it arises in our unit, what are the techniques or the strategies that you would do to manage and resolve?
For conflicts, first and foremost, I'll check if that conflict really exists. Then after that, I'll gather data, and eventually in resolving, it's either I'll cooperate or accommodate or eventually compromise with the concerning parties for the resolution of the issue.
Okay. Budget is very important. What factors do you consider when you allocate budget for our unit?
So money matters. That's really important. So for our unit, most of the budgetary concern is allocated for the medicines and supplies. So the factors I use is the common illnesses we usually encounter, and of course the population of the people or students.
What skills do you utilize when you allocate the finances?
Oh, so we are talking about critical thinking. So I use it.
Do you utilize technology when making decisions?
Yes, yes, of course.
How does it affect your decisions?
Okay, so for that, I'll give you another example. So recently we hosted the sports meet for our region. So I think that was February of this year. So we are privileged that we are given some communication technology, though not that advanced, but eventually it helped us in uh, problem in the allocation of the logistics and manpower.
Are you involved in our institution's policy making?
Yes, in my field of expertise.
What role do you play?
So we did recently we did a policy regarding feeding program. So we incorporate hand washing before and toothbrushing after the feeding program.